Okay, so with apologies to all other Western Conference teams, I think the conference finals are going to be the Lakers and the Clippers, assuming we have basketball, of course. And so we're going to use 2K to decide that, because why not? Two very different teams. While being the top two teams in the West, the Lakers' chemistry was amazing right from the jump. For the Clippers, I mean, Kawhi was certainly killing it when he was playing, but Paul George has missed a lot of time, and while the Clippers are talented, the offense, not always the most ball movement in the world. There's been a couple things here and there about the chemistry, but we'll just assume they both get there. So for game one, the home court advantage, in real life it would be all Lakers. 2K is not going to take that into account, of course. And for the first game, the Clippers win it kind of going away, mainly on the back of, Kawhi and Montrez, kind of a two-man thing. The interesting thing to think about for Kawhi versus the Lakers is who would defend him one-on-one. The Lakers have a lot of good on-ball defenders, but the only one who's that big is LeBron, and, talking about conserving energy for him on offense and stuff. You'd think the Lakers would be able to defend Montrez. Didn't happen here. LeBron with not a monster game, but a good one nonetheless. You would imagine for the Lakers to have a chance, he might have to have a couple of really big ones. AD is certainly going to have to do more than 18 points a game. And Paul George apparently played in this game. That's about all I can tell you. So are the Lakers going to go down 2-0, or are they going to be able to bounce back here? It's looking okay. They have a bit of a lead, and similar to the Clippers in game one, the Lakers win it kind of going away. 30 for AD. That's the type of thing you want to see, a bounce back game in the postseason. Sometimes I feel like the Clippers will have no answer for AD because they don't exactly have a lot of rim protection. We have to see there. LeBron, a little bit more, 29 and 11. His point total increased a little bit. How much would he be willing to post up on Kawhi? That'd be interesting, I think. Marcus Morris actually being the leading scorer for the Clippers here. Kawhi and Paul George not having the best game. I watched Marcus Morris have these random games for the Celtics for 2 years, and it can sometimes be fool's gold, but when it's good, it's good. Kawhi took his shots, they didn't go in. Paul George, once again, he played. I'm not totally certain of anything he did. The point total certainly wasn't there. We'll move on to game three. We are going to switch arenas from the Staples Center to the Staples Center. Game three, you're going to see a little bit of a spoiler. This becomes a nail-biter and then some. A 1-point victory for the Clippers. Good lord. What happened in the last couple of seconds there? So we had a clutch three from Paul George that was not assisted. So I'm going to assume that it was a really ballsy three-pointer. PG just brings it up himself, probably nails a three in some guy's face. But then the Lakers come back. LeBron makes a three after being assisted from Anthony Davis. So I'm going to guess it was like a post-up play and, an inside to outside sort of thing. But then again, if you were down three, would you really throw it to AD in the post right now? I don't know, but I already decided to go with this, so we're just going to stick with it. But then Montrez got fouled with basically no time left, and he made one free throw, and that was it. And okay, that would probably be a huge controversy the next day and for the next years or whatever. As far as the Lakers' performances, AD and LeBron, they were good. By their standards, probably could have been a little better. Lou Will finally making an appearance in this series. He does make some more, I'll tell you that. PG was a little better, but I'm mainly focusing on Reggie Jackson above him, who had a little bit of a better game. Not to mention they don't expect huge things from Reggie, so when you're getting Lou Will and Reggie Jackson playing okay, it's going to be tough to win that if you're the Lakers. A pivotal game 4. We're going to get 3-1, 2-2. How's this thing going to go? The wild thing about this game is that the score is really close late, and then the Clippers just turn it into a blowout. I mean, it was a 4-point game with 4 minutes left, and it ended up being a 16-point win, so you assume they just went nuts. Last couple of minutes, pretty much. I'm sure Skip Bayless would have a field day with that one. 31 and something for LeBron. I can't see it on my screen, but it was almost a triple-double, I know that much. Hey, you know what? LeBron's showing up. He's not scoring 45 a game, but he's doing well. Anthony Davis didn't play bad. But the Clippers are just on fire. I mean, another game where the Lakers just have no answer for Lou Will. You would think that between Bradley, Danny Green, Caruso, if he got the minutes, would be able to defend Lou. It's not really happening. Kawhi doesn't even really need to go off like that if Lou Will is going to be playing this well, you know? 3-1. LeBron's got to make a 3-1 comeback once again. And this one ends up being pretty close as well, but the Lakers, they get it. Now we got a 3-2 series. This was the AD game. 34-12, 13 for 19 from the field. I really do believe if these two teams meet that AD is going to go off, because between Montrez and Zubac, I don't know if the Clippers got the guys for it. The unlikely hero, KCP, guy nailed a whole bunch of three-pointers. Sometimes you need that in the playoffs. You need some role player to have a big game for you. And now we go into the hostile territory of a Clippers home game in 2K, which would be a Lakers home game in real life, to see if the Lakers can force a Game 7. And they cannot. So there you go. The Clippers are victorious according to 2K. LeBron with 32, 10, and 10 in Game 7. Okay. How did Anthony Davis fare? Or Game 6, my bad. 28, 12, and 3. Again, pretty damn good, but perhaps not going above and beyond or whatever. I honestly think Lou Will was the MVP of this series, more so than Kawhi and PG. I just had to do the simulation a couple more times. Here, the Lakers blow a 3-0 lead, so that's nice. And then I decided to run it again. I believe this time the Lakers blow a 2-0 lead, and then they finally knock off the Clippers in a really tight 7-game series. So according to 2K, the Clippers have got this one. And now to close this out, we're just going to see a random Montrezl Harrell layup because I couldn't think of an outro, and that's it. We're done.